Hi lovely ladies, I'm back again with another set of try-ons, and this time really focused on our brand new drop of the Frankie's Melbourne collection that we are so excited to be able to bring to you. The outfit that I'm wearing, so I'll come up a little bit closer. I'm actually in the Frankie's Champagne Lurex, and as you can see here, the knit is actually like a bit of a drop sleeve, and it's a short sleeve there, and it's got the rib edging at the bottom and around the neckline. Now, it is quite a wide fit, and I do have the measurements on the site, so you've got a bit of a feel for it. Remembering that all of Frankie's Melbourne's items are just one size. I've actually pulled it right up in the look that I've got today, so I will undo that belt so it gives you a better look on the line. But for me, as a shorty, yeah, it actually comes about down to there, but I will pull that down in a second. But it is that really relaxed. You would have thought because it is a Lurex, which is actually a cotton acrylic. It is so soft on your skin. It is not itchy at all. And it is extremely lightweight and breathable. So it is absolutely a spring summer knit. That doesn't mean that in winter you couldn't put something long sleeves, even a white long sleeves or something like that, or black the top as well if you wanted to get that Lurex and that shine. So you should be able to see there some of that shimmer that is actually in this particular top. And what is fantastic about that little silver glisten in the actual top, it acts like a bit of a reflective light on the skin, so actually makes your skin look a lot more bright. Does help. Now, with the skirt that I'm wearing, so this is actually the pleated natural color skirt that we've got. So again, I'll come up a little bit closer. It has these beautiful sort of autumn natural colors in here. So you've got some rusts, some browns, some neutrals here. But then what I think really makes it is that you then have suddenly these beautiful sort of periwinkle blue, lavenders, pinks come through in that pattern. And it does have that pleat through it, but you can sit down in it and those pleats just sort of come back in again. So again, as I mentioned before, and I'll show you now, this particular skirt is one side on at the moment, and you can see there is a fair amount of stretch in that waistband. So remembering that on our website we do have the measurements flat, so we measure just one side, so that way you get a bit of a view of what's there, and we do that without actually stretching. So normally if you have a look at that, you're probably getting at least a 5 to 10, more than that actually, probably close to 10 centimeters stretch out as well quite easily on the skirt. And you can see there it's got that silver sort of waistband as well. Is take off the belt so you can actually get a better feel for the length of the top, and that again shows you just how wide that top is and how loose it is and how long as well. So I would say I'm normally a 10 or so. I've got a relatively small bust, but it is, so if I go side on, it is quite roomy for a one size. This is a really easy outfit to wear. So you could effectively pop on a pair of runners and just have that as natural pretend. You could change out the top and put a basic white tee over the top, again with a belt, without a belt, tucked in, and that could give a different kind of look to actually dress down. Alternatively, you can see that I'm wearing it in just some suede bright orange flats, again in that neutral colour. Or if you were perhaps heading back into the office and wanted to wear a heel as such, that again it just elevates that look slightly. You could go for a really pretty orange pump and just change that look up a little bit. To make sure that you could see what each of the skirts actually looks like on and a little bit close up. So what I've done is maintain the top and then have just pulled out our leopard print skirt, which comes in the natural here that you're seeing, as well as this amazing blue color. So you can see the pleat on this one slightly different from the other one. It's much more structured in the other one, whereas this is much more of a flowing skirt. The fabric on this is actually a viscose rayon, and it's very soft and flowy to a built-in slip with this particular skirt. And you can see that there. So it's like a little mini skirt that sits underneath. So therefore in the light, etc., probably from the sort of mid thigh down, it's actually a little bit see-through if you were in the waistband on this is a little bit different from the other waistband, and you can see there it's actually of the same fabric, whereas the other waistband was that metallic silver in this. So again, so you can see there it's got a fair amount of stretch, but again, may just, it's that very flowy look. And again, only 155 centimeters. So for me, this particular skirt, if it's at my waist, it's going right down to my ankles. Whereas if you're sitting really at the 165 plus, you're probably looking at more of a midi length for you. But pink block print colorway, and you would have seen some images of this on Instagram, Facebook, if you're following on there. And you can see, I'll just do it a little bit closer so you can actually see that shimmer there. So this fabric does have a beautiful sheen to it, and you've got there so actually the shape and the pattern on this is very, very flattering on as well. Same elastic waistband as I showed you before when I had the other style actually on. So what we had that paired back with in the imagery was the basic sleeveless Bagheera tee that we've got. So again, just thinking a little bit differently about how you can wear different pieces in your wardrobe. So don't be afraid to mix and match pieces that are not as, so you've got your expensive, more premium range with your more affordable range. So that really is what we're about. Honestly believe that in your wardrobe, you're likely to have both, and it's not necessarily one or the other. So you might have an investment piece, as I would call it, and then you might just have your basics. So how do you get the most out of both of these? You know, on a day-to-day is what really counts. So it comes back down to that whole cost per wear. If you think about things like that, you know, the pieces that you actually have and get that. Lurex tee, but this is actually in navy. So you can see in the light there, the navy and the sparkle of that silver really comes through on this particular one. So same fit, exactly the same as this. I think has to be one of my most favorite cardigan. And you're seeing a lot of gingham come out this season, but the way in which the colors have been used on this particular outfit, as well as with the detailing on the buttons that you can see there. So you've got that check all the way through. It just makes it so unique. So that is our gingham cardi, which is from Frankie's Melbourne. So that is the collection that I wanted to show you this week. I really hope you've enjoyed that walkthrough. If you've got any questions around the sizing or any queries around the fabrics, etc., please just yell out and let us know. We're here to help, and I really hope you enjoy that. Thanks.